Hello, Joe here from Scarff Ford. Today we're going to talk about this beautiful 2020 Tesla Model S Long Range Plus that we have for sale. One amazing fully electric luxury sedan. The Model S is a big, comfortable, full-size sedan. You can almost call it like a electric S-Class Mercedes. It really is an amazing product. And obviously the Model 3 and Model Y are very popular. But the Model 3 and Model Y, I have a Model 3 myself. They're great, but they're not full-on luxury vehicles. They have kind of a more minimalist interior. So if you're kind of thinking about getting a Tesla, but the Model 3 and the Model Y is a little bit too bland for you, check out the Model S. And some of these older pre-owned Model S's are excellent propositions for a nice pre-owned affordable luxury vehicle. Obviously, newer Model S's are expensive. You know, a new one like this is, $70,000, $80,000. In fact, when this was new, this was, I think, over $100,000 when it was brand new. Tesla has dropped the prices on their S's since then, but this was not cheap by any means. Like I said, it's like an electric S-Class Mercedes. That's what it was designed to compete with. These things have been proven to be very reliable, very durable. The batteries have lasted a very long time. There are a lot of older Model S's out there with 200, 300, 400,000 miles on the original batteries. There's one Model S, it's went through, I think, 3 batteries and a couple drive units, but it has 1 million miles on it. These older Model S's have a unlimited mileage warranty on their batteries. I think it's 8 years unlimited mileage warranty. So even though the factory warranty is expired in this one, it has a lot of warranty on the battery, unlimited miles. So it could have 200,000 miles on it, and just as long as you're within the time frame, they'll replace the whole battery pack for free. But the Tesla failure rate on batteries is like 0.03%. It's very low. In fact, battery failure on EVs is pretty uncommon. EVs have proven to be so robust that they actually are proving to actually last longer than gas cars. The average lifespan of a gas car is about 150,000 miles. There's a high mileage club on Facebook of Teslas, and I've seen lots of Model S's with 200,000-300,000 miles on it, still running strong. So they've proven to be very robust, very reliable. There's a lot of fear mongering out there that the batteries will fail, but obviously there's millions of Teslas on the road, and there are many with well over 100,000 miles, and they're proving to be lasting longer than a lot of gas cars. This has a lovely interior. They started using synthetic vegan leather by 2020 on Teslas, so you can't get any leather in any of the Teslas. It's just nice synthetic leather. It feels and looks convincingly real. You have this nice contrast stitching. You have this big glass roof panel, lots of natural light inside. If it gets too bright out, you have these sunshades. You can get them from Tesla. You can get them from Amazon to help dim things down. You have this lovely open pore wood trim throughout. And unlike the Model 3 and Y, which just has one screen, with the Model S, you get 2 screens. You have a screen right here, displaying important information like how fast you're going. And then you have this big vertical screen right here. Lots of information. You can operate the climate control system. Tesla has lots of different apps and stuff that you can use. You can play video games. Obviously, you can't do it while you're driving. It's while you're waiting or parked or you're charging. You can watch movies. You have to have premium connectivity to watch movies, but you have Netflix, TikTok, Disney Plus, Hulu, all available. Then you have the toy box, which has like the silly things like the boom box, megaphone, where you can actually talk through the horn, play music through the horn. You can make the horn sound like a fart or a goat. You have a colorizer, so if you decide to wrap your Tesla, you can actually match the wrap to the color of your vehicle. You can change the color of the avatar. Pretty cool. We'll keep it original. Multi-track recorder. You have the silly whoopee cushion. Some of the things are kind of parlor tricks. Some of the things are actually helpful and functional, but you get the idea. Oh, and let's talk about the software. So this has some really cool software. This has the full self-driving capability, and you might see some like lines and stuff on the screen. That's not the screen, it's actually the GoPro camera. When you videotape some screens, sometimes it will flicker. So that flickering is the artifact of the GoPro. It's not flickering at all, or when I'm looking at it. So full self-driving capability. So this has the full self-driving package on it. So full self-driving is amazing. I have a Tesla Model 3. I've been using the full self-driving for a couple of years now, and it's come a long way. When I first used it, it was kind of chaotic. It was still amazing at the time, but it's much more refined. Now I have a 10-mile drive, and for the most part, it can drive itself without any interventions, without me having to help it like I did before. And now it's hands-free. Before, you had to keep your hand on the wheel. Now you just have to pay attention, and you can drive hands-free, and it's quite amazing. So and the full self-driving capability stays with the vehicle. It's an included package. If it was a trial, if it was a subscription, it would have an expiration date. So that's pretty cool. This one has 57,869 miles. This is a long range plus, so it has a fully charged range of about 350 to 400 miles. But the thing with Teslas, on their high-end EVs, they use lithium-ion batteries, and some of the cheaper Teslas, they use lithium iron phosphate batteries, also known as LFP. Those actually like to be charged to 100% for daily use, but the lithium-ion batteries, which this has, only like to be charged to 80% for daily use, for the happy, long health of your batteries. It's perfectly fine to charge them to 100% every once in a while for a road trip. See, it's kind of just warning you. But for daily use, you can charge it to 80%, and you can set it here, or you can control it in your app. The interface is very cool. It's almost like using an iPad. It was very smartly designed, very intuitive. This vehicle is very programmable. It has a air suspension on it too, so you can control the air suspension. You can control the feel of the acceleration, the steering weight. And even though this is not the full-on super fast P100D with Ludicrous mode, this thing is still pretty quick in its own right. The long range plus, I think, is 0 to 60 under 5 seconds. You can put a lot of purpose-built sports cars to shame with this Tesla. It's amazing. You have a nice power adjustable steering wheel that tilts and telescopes. And unlike the newer Teslas, you actually have real real knobs and switches and turn signals. Tesla is completely done away with the stalks, which has annoyed some people. Some people think it's cool, but some people, or a lot of people, aren't too crazy about the stalks being eliminated and having buttons in the steering wheel. So these older Model S's might be preferable for someone like that. The Model S is a timeless design, absolutely beautiful. In fact, Tesla really has not departed too much from the way it looks since it was created in 2012. The first Model S came out. The brand new 2024 Model S's, they did a kind of a heavy-duty revamp on the interior, and obviously they upgraded other things, but the overall look of the body hasn't changed because it's a beautiful vehicle and they don't want to mess with it too much. And when the Model S first came out, it was actually one of the lowest drag coefficients out of any vehicle on the road. Even though it's a sexy sedan, it had a lower drag coefficient than less sexy vehicles like the Prius and the Nissan Leaf and the Chevy Bolt, believe it or not. And being a big sedan, you have lots of interior space, very comfortable in here. This glass roof panel also benefits the rear seat occupants. Another cool thing about the Model S, even though it has a sedan profile, it has a very utilitarian liftback. So it looks like a sedan, but it's really a hatchback, which in execution is much better. With a hatchback versus a trunk, you have a lot more access to the cargo space, and you can fold down those rear seats for even more cargo space. And you have even more cargo space under here, since there's no gas tank or exhaust system, so it's just more space. We also have a front, but the detail department forgot to clean it, so I won't show you that, but you have more storage up front. Yeah, absolutely beautiful vehicle. If you're thinking about getting a pre-owned Tesla, these older Model S's are a great proposition. They're a great affordable price point in the pre-owned market. This one has the full self-driving capability. And that's another thing. So, okay, this is an older Tesla. You have, aging technology, the computers and stuff like that. So maybe, a few years down the road, you're going to be like, well, I have this full self-driving capability, but, is it going to really be able to work on an older Tesla like this? Well, that's true, but there's things to think about. It's not set in stone, but Tesla is constantly rolling out promotions. When they have excess new inventory, they have promotions. For instance, I think right around now, or not too long ago, they had a promotion where if you bought a brand new Tesla, you could transfer your full self-driving capability from your old Tesla to your new Tesla. So if you buy this Tesla and you want to keep your full self-driving capability, you don't have to pay $8,000 for it again when you buy a new one. You can maybe buy a new Tesla in the future, transfer it, and you can still keep this one with autopilot, or you can transfer it, and once you get it transferred, then you can sell this, and then you have a brand new Tesla with your full self-driving capability, which right now costs $8,000. So those are all things to think about. If you maybe would like a newer S-Class, but you can't afford it, well, that's some food for thought. When buying an older Tesla, sometimes they do have promotions where they'll let you transfer that software. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.